Peace and love. Peace and love. I hope I'm not too late. I'm in the seventh hour. I'm still in the seventh hour. It's rough getting in here, but I'm here. I'm here, and I'm here. Hopefully, hopefully to help do a little bit more digging. Trying to trying to help a little bit. Sorry about my tardy, but I am hopeful that I'm um, still able to network and help a little bit. I was supposed to be here at 7. It's so late. So I'm going to wait a little while. I'll share my screen and start doing a um, little bit. But my main objective is to help somebody else. Help somebody else dig in a little deeper. So I had I don't know how long I was actually on this morning. I usually try to do Tuesday mornings, but that's been a little bit difficult. Just haven't been able to be as consistent as I would like to be. But I'm here. I'm here. I'm just doing a couple of things, but I'm in the house and hoping that hoping I can get back on the mission at hand early that we were working on earlier today. Now I'm on a different computer. Let's see what my life is looking like. Okay, good life. So I should be able to um, get back where we were if we get back into the earlier build. Meanwhile, I am going to share my screen. I'm still not able to do uh, do this in a way that I am able to share my screen and uh, as well as see who else is here with me, which is a downfall. So I am going to share my full screen, which I did not do earlier, um, which means it's easier to see. And I am going to just hang out. So I am actually trying to make a connection. Why we have some connections with the Cook family as well as the Dana family. Where are they at ever together? With my appears to be Carter line. So that's going to start off with a cousin who you would never know. You would never know that this cousin that we would match his children because the match is less than 20 centimorgans. So I'm going to look at a match with my mother, and this is the way I use DNA. I try to connect people I like to try to connect back lost migrations where people got away from each other and they have no idea why they match and get down to the bottom of why. That's what I'm doing. That's what I do. So I'm looking at uh, two families that it appears don't know why. So this is the Cook family, Cook family. These people, I know why they our DNA matches to each other, but this is to another family, a Dana family, and so was the match above it. And I know why they match each other, but I don't know why the Danas match the Cooks. So that's what I'm working on here. Why do the Danas match the Cooks? And why does my mother match the Cooks or the Danas? My mother and her cousin Don, who I know why she matches, but I don't know why her and Don matches, but not some of the other family that are also matching the same way. So I'm going to do sort of that. What I'm using the words drill down, where I look at the other people who are also matching um, the same way that Don Wortham matches. So Don Wortham is my. I'm still in Paris, Texas, so I'm going to actually pull up Don Wortham. Don Wortham is a DNA match with my mother. I don't think he has a tree, but I can tell you that my mother's grandfather, her paternal grandfather, Frank, the son of Jim Simeon Sanders, who I spoke about during the um, initial live stream earlier today. And I talk about him quite a bit because that's who I grew up in the house with, Frank Sanders Sr., Frank Sanders Jr., and that is the house that I'm in now. So like that is the address that's on my birth certificate. And so this is the grandparents that I grew up with, and I know more about them than other lineages, but I'm still working on other lineages. But Don Wortham is Frank Sanders Sr., my great grandfather, my mother's grandfather. His sister's um, his sister's grandson. And so when I do a shared match on him, I should see some people who would have a common ancestor leaf like this, common ancestor leaf. So all of these leaves mean I can that these people have shared their trees. They've taken a DNA test as well as shared their trees, so you can see why we match. So, being as that is my mother's grandfather, um, anybody that took a test that is like younger generations of those sisters and brothers will likely have a DNA match, and very few, but some older. So I'm just scrolling down really quick because, as I spoke earlier, when trying to see So I'll put it like this. My grandfather's mother and father's uh, lineages will be here in in the shared matches. They will be represented. Jim Sanders' mother and father, and which is my grandfather's father, and Bernice Wilson's mother and father. Okay. So I'm going to have a minimum of 4 that'll be easy to see. Now, then it will get more difficult to see those 4 grandparents' parents' DNA. But I have done that. I have been able to see as far back um, in DNA matched cousins. Why they match is as a result of not my great grandfather, Frank Sr., not Jim Simeon Sanders, his father, or Bernice Wilson, his mother, but because of their parents. Okay. For example, going all the way down, we'll find the lower matches, and usually you won't see in shared matches beyond 20 centimorgans. So this is my centimorgans. Usually you will not see past 20. So that's where Ancestry generally draws the line. The only way you will see DNA matches who are less than 20 centimorgans is if you call them by name. And when I say call them by name is, okay, let's go with Thomas Carter. He's 20 centimorgans, but my grandfather's, my mother's grandfather, Frank Sanders Sr., my great grandfather, his mother, who is Bernice Wilson, her mother was a Carter, and her father was a Wilson. Okay, so the Carter line, this could be a Carter that is represented for and but I'm not sure. But what I want to show you is the only way that I'm going to see matches is to call them out or to select them. So when I say call by name is to put a name in the match name box and then do a search. Then it will go beyond 20 centimorgans. Now, maybe a year ago or a little more, Ancestry decided, I think, to not show matches beyond 10 centimorgans. Okay, so the only name, oh, I'm sorry. So right now I'm in shared matches. So I'm calling by name a person who is a shared match between my mother and Don Worther, right? But the way to see all Carter matches for her is not to do a shared match, but I'm going to just go directly to DNA summary, but to do a DNA match on her alone, not shared matches. And I'm going to check and see if anyone is here with me. So I'm going to do view all DNA matches. So this is not a match in the first place. This is all DNA matches that Vivian has. And the numbers, so if she had a father or mother who had taken the DNA test, it would be like 3,333, above 3,000. And then if you'll notice when you look at the DNA matches, they will go, the centimorgans here will go in chronological order. So the numbers will go down. 906, 807, 768, 555, 427. Okay, so they'll be going down all the way to, I think actually if you got time enough and you just scrolled all the way down to the bottom of however many DNA matches you have, you probably could go past 20. Um, Other than that, I would put in the name Carter and then do a search, and then it'll be anybody with Carter. For example, here Natasha Carter is the manager. So even though the DNA match is Josie Henderson, because Carter is in the name, then it is going to pull her up. So I'm already down to 20, 21. So it should go down. So as you notice, it could be Carter in any form, Matt Carter, any way it comes up, it'll show in if it's in the user's name. Now I could take out match name as far as in the username, and I could go with what about matches with Carters in the trees or even by birth location. But I'm going to scroll down a little more. But I wanted to something that I was thinking about that I should point out here, but I can't think of what it is. So I'm going to just go down and show you that you can get beyond 20 centimorgans, see, but not if you just do shared matches. Let's see how far down I can go. So these are just matches with somehow with Carter in their name. It don't mean though how it doesn't mean though that they match because of the Carter lineage that is my mother's grandfather's mother's maternal side. Okay, see down to 13. I'm just wondering if it go beyond 10 because Ancestry did put out some information that that said they weren't going beyond 10. I thought 10. It might be less. And the benefit in the lower centimorgans is generally the lower the centimorgans, the further the match. So someone who's closely, okay, we all the way down to 8. Someone who's closely matched with you would be a higher number. Someone who is matched to you because of a very distant relationship, it means that it's likely further away in time. And it would take a little bit more time to show an example of how I use those lower numbered centimorgans to figure out things. So I'm gonna come back over and see. Peace and love, KSR. Okay, so it might just be me and you. So if you want, we could take a look at something that you had. Do you have time? Did you want to come up and co-host with me? Let me know. You know what? As a matter of fact, I am gonna just go ahead and drop the invite code, and if someone wants to come up, they could just come up. It's no big deal. Oops. Copy. Control. There we go. Okay, so there is a link if anybody is interested in just chit chatting for a little while. I won't stay on too long. I'm gonna probably do about 30 minutes or so, and if I don't, if I don't get someone who is needing a little help, we can dig a little bit, and then I will just end the stream, and I'll try to come back again soon. So I'll check and see, KSR. I will check and see if you made it up, or if you put something else in the chat that you wanted to look at. So, all right. Um, so again, I was trying to figure out the why Dana, the surname Dana, and the surname Cook, why they're related to each other, and why. So, so one of the things I could do is see if my mom has any other matches with, let's go with Cook, last name Cook in their username. Okay. So more than likely, I did see something interesting a few minutes ago. More, more than likely, this person, Cody, have taken the test twice because they match the same way. So when I get into this area, where I'm looking like trying to put together. Okay, see, this person probably took the test twice. Maybe they didn't believe something. They just wanted to verify something, and more than likely, being as this is the same centimorgans exactly, that might be the same person. So sometimes you can have a match, right? And then when you do the shared matches, that person don't show up, and it is 20 cent. You match them 20 centimorgans. It's just iffy like that. But when you when you have an unlinked tree, there's some hope. But when you don't have any tree at all to go by, it's difficult to figure the match. So now I just saw a leaf. Now when you see a leaf, that means it has already been figured. So this person is a DNA match, and according to this leaf, they have a see what I mean. Cook son is not necessarily Cook. I mean, our people did have variations of names, but let's see who is the common ancestor. That means we have someone the same in our tree, and this doesn't show a common ancestor, so I would have to figure it out. Macmillan? Okay. So I don't know, exactly why um why they have a leaf, but then when you look at it, there is no leaf. But I will say that Macmillan would be, I believe, a family that would be my mother's maternal side, her mother's father's side. So when I do shared matches, yes, and that's absolutely right, because this cousin is actually, and here's the name McMillan. So, and here's another McMillan. Okay. So the McMillan family is on my mother's maternal side. And we were able to figure out my mother's grandfather, her mother's father, never knew who his father was. He knew that he was adopted, but he never knew who his father was. But using the DNA, we were able to find that family. So the McMillans are going to be children. It turns out that his father was a Fluellen, and Maddie is one of his his father is Maddie's brother. Okay, so Maddie married a McMillan, and we have a few people who took the DNA test, and clearly see you can clearly see the match is connecting to her. So my mother's first cousin, Phyllis, she took the test, and so a first cousin match would be about 906 centimorgans. And if you click that, if you select that, the percentage of the facts are here that it's a 99% chance that the person who matches you at that amount of centimorgans, 906 centimorgans, I really don't get into segments. I don't understand the verbiage here. And I don't know. I would hope that maybe taking some genealogy classes, if I do decide to pursue a career as a genealogist, um, that some classes would be, easily explaining these centimorgans and segments and how they work. Well, I could probably update myself by just doing some research, and I probably will. So that also could be a great grandparent or a great grandchild. So anything would be reversed. So if it could be a great aunt, you could also be the great aunt, etc. So these are the relationships that a 906 centimorgan could be. Well, Phyllis and my mother's mothers are sisters. Okay. And because Phyllis has a tree, it should show that. But um, but unfortunately, uh, ancestry doesn't show that relationship over here and on to the left. But this is my mother's grandmother, Mary Etta Brown. Um, so, and this is Emmett, who was adopted by Will Russell. So, let me get back to it. So, in that case, I don't know why. I don't know what made me click on that Carter. What was I going to prove? Oh, I was looking at the Cooks, and in that case, I believe it was Cody or it was someone. Oh, it was a leaf here. So that's why they're showing you that the common ancestor is um, clear, but they don't. Ancestry doesn't show you. So they're showing you that you can look in this tree and find common ancestry. Okay, so let's look at Roberta. Let's see if Roberta, where is she coming from? So if I do a shared match on Roberta, generally I can, she's a 16 centimorgan match. She brings a 26 centimorgan match. If I click on, I don't know why they match. If I click on the 26 centimorgan match, which is a higher match, I will probably get more shared matches. And wow, okay. So let's see. The records. All right. This is these are people that, and I'm always like looking to see if I see people of color to help me create a story in my mind about why we match these people. So the highest match with Patricia is John Records, and I'll do a share match on him. Yeah, it's not I would have to find something in common with these people to be able to begin to do a search on why these people are matched. It's not worth it. Yeah, it's not worth it. I don't see any names that are repeating. Like, I don't see any more Matkins. I don't see any more Smiths or Freemans, or not in this lineup. So I don't see any people in these um, matches that I see have anything in common with one another. So no brainer. What I was looking for is to see if there were others of the Cook family that I could find a match to. Because again, um, in this particular research, I'm trying to figure out why the Cooks and the Danas are matching each other as well as my mother. It's a triangle, and I have enough matches to see that it is clear that these ancestors for those two and my mother were in the same place at the same time. Um, Probably um, with enough time, I could probably figure it out. So, okay. So, well, let me see about Dana. So I'm going to go back to view all matches, and I will just say I already looked at the Danas, and there were only so many that had Dana in the user name. So this time I'm going to go search, and I'm going to look for Dana in the trees and see. So of course I have the Danas, like for example, you can't see that GK is from the Dana family, but I will show you. So this is GK, and here is Joseph Dana. According to their tree, he is, or sorry, GK, she is um, related to the Dana family because her father's mother is Janice. So if I look at Janice, I see there. Okay, right. The Danas are from New Orleans. Um, I do have them in my tree. To get to my tree quickly, I can just go to one of them and find a source record, like maybe this, find a grave, and it should show when I view the record that I do have this record. It'll show above the record source. And so then I can go quickly to my tree and see how far I got. How far back did I get? So I have a father, but I want to go the Dana way. So that would be his mother, right? Hmm. So I'm just gonna view in tree because I can't see the I'm further away from the Danas. I want to get to the Danas because okay, so here I'm using a picture. So see, this makes it easier for me to look at this like a puzzle. So these pictures mean it leads to a DNA match. So um so I have Janice, and this is Janice's children. This is why the name Lamont or Lamont is here. That's Janice's children. So they match because of Janice. When I open it up, we have a DNA match as a result of Claude. Here, see Claude. um, and then sometimes if I'm running for time or something, I'm just going for the DNA match. So Dion is Claude's son, and it, I know that Claude is the um, Adana, and Janice is Adana, so we have siblings. So it's one of their parents. So I can look right here and see that Frank was born in 1906. I don't have a father for him, but what does it say? Does it say he was born in? It says he was born in Louisiana and his parents were born in Louisiana. It's what about his wife and the mother? Would it be the Poulton, or would it be she was born in New Orleans? And what about her father and mother? They were born in New Orleans. And I'm back to 1910. So take a look. He's in the house with his wife's uh, family. Hamilton Poulton is in the house with his wife's family. So I should have her family. See her siblings? So I got them back. I've been looking at them, I guess. I haven't looked at this for a long time, but let's see where they are. Let's see if we can put these people. So their family is consistently in Louisiana, but the Cook family, I can only get back. See, I don't have their parents. I don't have her parent. Oh, this is not my tree. So I have to go into my tree. So I go to a source, view a record. So I have them in Sumter. I remember now. So to get to my tree, I got two trees with them in it. I'm gonna go to this public tree. Okay, I got them back to, but they're in the Carolinas, and I know it's because we got matches that are because of Silas and Clara. What I mean is Robert Cook, who actually shared his DNA file with me, is the son of this Robert. Wait a minute. So I'm in my tree, and I'm gonna go back. This is the tree of a cousin who shared his file. So I want to go back here, and I'm going to look at the match again, and I'm going to see again. He would be, who does he say he is? So that's the match. Then when I go, so he is the son of Robert, Silas and Clara's son. So when I do a shared match, remember, he is the son of Robert, Silas and Clara's son. When I do the shared matches and I look at Michael Cook, he is the son of Silas and Clara's son. So you see, I have siblings, right? And there are more. So I don't know if it is if it is because of Silas or if it is because of Claire. Not yet. I don't know. One way I can look at possibilities is to find more about Claire. So when I look at Claire's picture, other people who might have saved her picture would show up here, and it would give me the opportunity to see if any of these people are also, for example, this is a Murray. So maybe he's one of her brothers or sisters, one of her siblings, but he is not a match with my mother, or it would have come up. Okay. So let's see. If you hover over, oh, I guess not. So I would generally try to find a match that is, I would have to follow her. Um, I would have to follow Murray's. I would have to follow her story, so to speak, to see if other people save her family. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I am so um, disappointed that I could not make it back by 7 o'clock. I really wanted to do a little more work uh, on the family out of Montgomery, who migrated to, I believe that was uh, Belushi, Georgia. But maybe soon. So thanks for joining me, and whoever comes by, stops by. Hope you enjoy the stream. Peace and love, everybody who happens to see this. I hope that you benefit in some way. Genealogy is definitely the key to strengthening your connection to this place. Peace and love.